Great to have you with us from Canvas Stadium in Fort Collins, Colorado. Basically a month into the season, here in Week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors and the Colorado State Rams. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, checking in with the Hawaii head coach before the game. He comes into this game with a very potent passing offense, ranked in the top 10. But today, they face one of their stiffest opponents of the season, a top 10 passing defense. Let's see who wins this strength-on-strength battle. I'll keep you posted as the game goes on. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Rainbow Warriors will kick off first, and here we go. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before. He gets it out to the 40-yard line. Rainbow Warriors call timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Start on the ground with Brown. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Might as well give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Still looking on the move. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Rams come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on 3rd down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Unloads quickly. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
And the Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires left. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
I think it's really hard to overthrow that guy. He is already that fast, and he breaks open, and you have an opportunity just to club up a little bit. Just put a little bit more air underneath that and let the speedster run underneath it and make you look like a hero. But, oh, boy, it's kind of the opposite.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete. At the 40, there he goes. Flying down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors!
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Might as well stick with him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Forced out of the pocket. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB, because he drops back, he wants to throw the football, he sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the first down, but way to pull the trigger, run it, and run it with authority.
To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Here's a give to Robinson. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on first down. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. They'll give it to Brown. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. We'll get a stoppage in play here as there's an injured Rainbow Warrior. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. And the Rams getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Brown. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Looking to fire. Here's a heat. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. The Rams have it with a 1st and goal. Here's Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Using his legs, it's Barfield. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14th.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Wide open downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll run it. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
With the catch, it's Rice. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Rainbow Warriors are in the hurry-up.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Working that left side now. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Hawaii! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Mark him down right there, but he's got plenty for the first down and to keep this drive moving. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Rams have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff for Brown. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Rams back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Trying play action. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Brown running left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Final timeout taken by Hawaii. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Right back to him on the ground. Nice move to pick up yardage. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the right. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Finds a man in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Conner. And the Rams will kick it off to start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barfield. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try.
22. Hey, check it. Over.
Using his feet. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Here we go. Ready. Wide. Ready, go.
Looking for a crease. It's Barfield. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, Hawaii! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Quarterback will keep it. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
You're not going to fool this guy on the running back screen. They're trying to invite him up the field, rushing the passer, but he saw it too soon. He was able to stop in his tracks, locate the running back, get outside, and make a tackle. That is a very heads-up play that time by the DN.
That's caught. It's Vick. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The Rams have this offense rolling. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
The Rainbow Warriors call timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. It's complete to the left. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Rams, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Running inside, it's Coleman. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Hawaii calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Hands it off. Oh, he's got some space. The 50, the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Finding some room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Looking for space. It's Coleman. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Rams in the hurry-up. Rides to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Rushes on him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Final timeout taken by Hawaii. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Hawaii will get things going as their offense makes its way onto the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it on the right. Off to the races. The 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Coleman. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Unleashes one. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, looking to pass. At the 35, he's open. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it, and you have so much.
There he goes. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble and throws. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking left. Makes a catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They're doing everything they can to erase this deficit, and they convert another 4th down.
This defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They've had him in 2 4th down situations, and they just can't make a play when it matters most.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back to back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
The Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Off play action on first down. He'll throw it right on the money. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Colorado State. Ready to try the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Time to take a shot. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That's what about keep fighting, right? This game ain't over yet. Like, you still got an opportunity. Does it look good? No. But now I got the ball back. Great job by the defense forcing the turnover. Now let's see if we can go out and make this thing interesting, put some plays together, maybe get an onside kick. Who the heck knows?
The Colorado State offense heads onto the field. Down 2 scores in the fourth. The defense did its job to get the ball back, and now the offense has to make it pay off. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Second down, he'll throw it. Shoots it to the left. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Kept it on the ground with that RPO, and it'll be enough to pick up the first down and pick up the victory. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. motion from the wideout.
Go, go.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
Ready, go.
Looking to throw again. Touchdown, Hawaii! Quick strike through the air for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point is good. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
All right, let's go return, guys. You've got to do a better job with ball security. You know these coverage unit teams, they got 50-yard runs at you. They're coming in with a big head of steam. If you're not making a miss, you've got to have 2 hands on the ball.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
He's open on the right. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory.
Man, that is exactly what you want. That is perfect execution. Back near your own end zone, man. You want to get that ball out of your hand. You want to create some space, and don't flirt with that end zone at all. Ball gets out of quarterback's hand. Receiver makes the play. Great job understanding the situation.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The holding penalty pushes them back. It's 1st and 20. Delayed handoff. It's Coleman. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on 2nd down.
Coaches always harp about staying.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield.
And this defense cranking it up. You know it's passing situations because you got the lead. All
right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go back to the air on second down. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And his QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize, they get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Durrell again. Could be an alley. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. All business today for this ball club. They come out, and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.